Welcome back then to the Pioneer Arena in Belgrade, getting ready for the start of the second half of this Group A match. Denmark leading Serbia 12-10 at the interval. Ilic scoring 5 of Serbia's 10 goals. Vukovic, Toskic, Strutura, Nikčević pitching in with the rest. Toskic getting 2 of them. Denmark, though, showing how their play is better spread across, with in fact 9 players scoring their 12 goals. Hansen 3 of them, Egger 2 penalties, but a host of others scoring, including the goalkeeper with that wonderful long pass down the court. It's really been a game all about defence in the first half. Both Serbia and Denmark defending well, hence relatively low scoring with 22 goals in the opening 30 minutes. But at the moment the Serbians are just lacking that full dimension in attack, with the right-hand side still spluttering a little bit, whereas Wilbeck has had a little bit more option, with all the players really pitching in. Real master tactician he is, Wilbeck. Took the Danish women's team to every title imaginable, including a couple of Olympic titles back-to-back, before deciding to take retirement. But when the men were struggling, he took over from Torben Winter in 2005. And suddenly now, it's the men who are the high-performing team. 3 back-to-back European Championship bronze medals. Eventually led to the title in 2008 when they beat Croatia in the final. And then, of course, that famous silver medal against France when he was so close to them. Double extra time for the French to take the title. Well, for Serbia, they have got to dig ever so deep now. Here in the second half, they throw off with the crowd right behind them. Just 2 goals in it, and this likely to decide who will be the top team in this group going into the main round. 3 teams out of the 4 go through to the main round. But the important point is that you take the results with you when you go through, at least of the teams that are qualifying with you. Little shot again off the post. Referee spotting an infringement there. And it's going to be a free throw. Signaled by Laurent Reveret. Vuyin. Oh, there's space on the other side. Oh, saved by Landin, but he's fouled in the act of shooting Ilic. It's a penalty. There was a huge space all of a sudden. Landin makes a fabulous save, but it counts for nothing.
Penalty Serbia.
So good start by the Serbians here inside the opening minute. Will Ilic take it himself? No, Vuyin. Landin comes a long way forwards. And no problem, hammers it into the bottom corner, and they're within 1. First goal for Vuyin, the Kiel-bound right back. And once more, the cat calls and the whistling from the crowd as Denmark go in on the attack. They start the second half with Lars Christiansen, the captain, in on the left wing. Veteran of 326 internationals, coming up to 1,500 goals. Looking for a pass into the line, comes off the foot of a defender, accidental. And it's a free throw for Denmark. Mikkel Hansen, Mogensen, Hansen again, bit of space though. Into the wing. Oh, mistake by the keeper. Darko Stanic, so reliable in the first half, misreads that one by Sunagor. And it goes right through his legs. It seemed inoffensive. And the 2-goal lead restored. Still this 6-0 defence, but with plenty of depth on it by Denmark. They push up quickly. They're meeting the Serbs at the 9-metre line. Vuyin, that's more like it, tries to drive through. It's a free throw. 26 is Kasper Nielsen, 36 years of age, defence specialist. Vuyin. Ah, brilliant. From such a closed angle, somehow Prodanovic found the gap, put it right next to the head of Landin. Just about the last place he was going to get his hands up to. He's probably got a red ear right now. Second line player goes in. Lars Christiansen's on the other side, trying to flatten the defence. Mikkel Hansen is now waiting on the left wing position almost. Comes out a bit, tries to go around. Pushed out of play, he'll get the free throw. I wonder whether that was a yellow card. There is still one to be given out. They've got two so far for Prodanovic. So play resumes. Passive play being won by the referees though. Moensen, well deflected by Stanic. He makes up for the earlier mistake when the ball went through his legs. So into the play for Serbia comes Tura, who's not being used in defence at the moment. Tura comes around again. Vuyin, Ilic. Vuyin, no way through there. Great work rate by the Serbian captain. Tura, he's through. Oh, what a save by Landin. Came out quickly. Hansen passes, Moensen scores, and it all started with Landin's save.
Denmark scored by number 2, Thomas.
There's the save. The ball is picked up by the defence specialist Mikkel Hansen. Or Kasper Nielsen, I beg your pardon, goes to Mikkel Hansen, and then Moensen picks up on the fast break. Second goal for Moensen. Landin taking a blow on that last save. Ball clipping his head. Let's have a look at this again. There's Chutura who comes through. Oh, there it is. It wasn't the ball. I thought so, because it came off his hand. Collects the foot of Chutura on his face. It was accidental as Chutura rolled over. They won't want to lose him up with those statistics. 43% save rate. The alternative for Denmark is Marcus Cleverley, 30 years of age, relative newcomer to the Danish team with 5 caps, who plays his handball in Poland for Viva Kielce. That, of course, following the retirement as Kasper Witt after Euro 2010. Landin has taken over as the Danish #1. Ilic looked like he was going into Toskic on the line, it didn't go. This time it does. Toskic fouled as he goes to shoot, and it's going to be a 2-minute suspension as well. Kasper Nielsen.
Number 26, Kasper Nielsen.
Well, the foul on Toskic. There's the pass into him, and he's being held back. Well, it is definitely a penalty. Is it a 2-minute suspension? He's the player in the back, remember, he's not 19 there in the picture. I think that's a harsh decision by the French referees to give him a 2-minute suspension. But that will help the Serbian cause. Ilic steps up. Cleverley's gone in goal. Can do nothing about it. He scores. And so they're within 1 now. Bounces it next to the standing leg. But more to the point, 5 minutes into the second half, they're only 1 behind, but they have a power play. Markussen has come on now for Denmark. Nikčević, though, sent across to mark Mikkel Hansen instead. They've taken out the line players going into the left wing at times. He's now gone back into his position, Toft. He's waiting there now. Markussen dummies the first shot, goes for the second one, and we've got an ankle injury for Serbia. And Vukovic, the playmaker, is looking in serious trouble. He looks in absolute agony. He's landed awkwardly. Let's have a look at this again. He's at the back there on the right. Look at him land. And he goes right over. Not sure whether he landed on Toft's foot. He goes down instantly like a sack of potatoes. He may well have just clipped the side of Toft's foot as he landed. And that would be another blow for Serbia, who already lost Ratko Stojkovic, the line player, in their opening game against Poland, although they're hoping that his shoulder injury might be repaired in time before the main round. They probably wouldn't risk him against Slovakia, and that's a sad sight as Vukovic is helped off the court. Chutura will go back into the central role then. Let's hope for his sake that it's just tweaked it and that they can get him better for the rest of the competition. Meanwhile, play resumes here. Denmark on the attack, remember, they're short-handed for still a minute and 15 seconds. Markusson. Players in the crowd trying to encourage the referees to go for passive play. They do, just as Markusson takes the shot, but it's comfortably saved by Stanic. And Serbia go up on the attack, looking to level the score now. Chutura goes into the centre for the injured Vukovic. Buyin going in very, very gently there. He's got a bit of space, Buyin. He didn't rush it. Now that's more like it. Could have done it the first time. He does this time. And it's all square here in Belgrade. Second goal for Buyin. A lot of space against a short-handed defence. Bit more of that would help for Serbia, as Hansen again runs around the court with his shadow Nikčević following him everywhere. Markusson comes around. He's under close attention as well from Prodanovic. Prodanovic is staying there ready to pick him up now. Mogensen is individually picked up, pushed off to the side, and the clock runs down. Denmark are now back to full strength again. But that suspension has cost them 2 goals. And even Wielbeck is getting a little bit worked up on the bench, trying to work out how to kickstart the team again. 3-goal lead evaporated now, and the Serbians rising. On the back of this tide of support. Passive play once more being called against Denmark. Hansen, penalty, found the gap. Serbs can't quite believe it. Prodanovic pulled up, he runs inside. Prodanovic is standing inside, so is Toskic for that matter. Not much else the referees could do. So upsets the veteran Lars Christiansen. Well, Stanic committed himself the moment he went into that star jump. Christiansen bounces it low. Look at this, oh, you jump. Well, the moment he landed, he just had to put it down next to the leg. Second goal for him, and Denmark's lead restored, albeit a very slender one. Toskic out and back in again, trying to find some space again. Ilic follows in behind. It's gone wide, it'll be a free throw. Kasper Nielsen has got himself another suspension. Is it? No, it's René Toft Hansen this time, and that's his second of the game. He's got to watch himself. One more and it's a red card. And here's why. Is he holding on to the back of Ilic? Difficult to see from this angle. The referees, though, they're right on the spot. You've got to go with their call. And Vukovic, what a difficult position it is to be a coach. You're standing there, you can't do anything about it, and well, that's not looking too good, but at least he's not been carted off to hospital or anything at the moment. That's Vukovic with his left ankle in ice. Chutura, Buyin to Ilic, into the keeper, but it's a penalty, defending inside the area as Lazar signals to stop the clock. Landing wants the floor mopped though. Well, Serbia going to break the run of 3 consecutive defeats in major competition against Denmark here on home soil to take what would be a famous victory. Well, these 8,000 or so fans would certainly be delighted if that could be the case. So wait to see if it's the captain again. It's not. Landin stays in this time as Buyin comes up. Oh, off the post, but it goes in. 15 all. And Bujin, after a quiet first half, has now scored 3 goals. 2 of them from the 7-metre line. Well, Denmark short-handed once more. Find Mikkel Hansen individually marked. 4 penalties apiece now scored, that is at least. Eggert missing 2 for the Danes. Great save by Stanic off Markussen. Serbia, let's have a look at this again. That was going in. Not superbly placed, but it was a hard shot. Certainly got the speed gun on that. You'd have been over 100 kilometers an hour. So power play for Serbia here. The gaps are there in the defense. They just have to be patient and open it up first. Not rush the shot. Chutura to the line. And that's a goal. Toskic has taken a blow in the process. As Landin looks on impassively. I think it was one of those low blows where it hurts for Toskic. There's the ball into him first. And out from Landin, steps straight into him. Well, Toskic rolling around there. Still getting his breath back. Hope he's not thinking about starting a family just too soon. Should be recovered with a little bit of luck very shortly. Otherwise, it'll be Beljanski's turn to go in, of course, with Stojkovic being injured. He'll just need to gather his breath. And there he is, he's back up again. 60% effectiveness on his shooting, the line player at the moment. And Serbia leading for only the second time. The first time was when they went 1-0 up in the game. That's the last time they were in front. So can Denmark keep their heads here? They're short-handed still for 23 seconds. Mogensen, Lauger. Goalkeeper didn't move across quickly enough to reposition himself. And the young Lauger found the space. 20-year-old from Bjerringbro. Good strong shot and well. And Denmark now back to full strength, but before they can even get there, Chutura has found the back of the net. 17-16 to Serbia. Chutura, who plays in Spain for Real Ademar, gets his second goal of the game. Just 7 caps for the 36-year-old. A late call up to the national team, but he's making the most of it. 10 minutes in then to the second half. Serbia have stolen the initiative. Hansen, great save again. Oh, the rebound comes back by Toft. Great take by the line player under a lot of pressure. And René Toft is still down, looking injured. Just a quick blow as well. Number 19, there he is. First shot goes in. Picks up the ball right from under the nose of the defender and plants it in the goal. And I think that Beljanski will be annoyed with himself. He was right there in front of him, but allowed René Toft to reach around and take the ball. It's all square once more here in Belgrade. Bujin back to Chutura. Bujin comes around, the captain Ilic. Chutura runs into the defence, gets a free throw. And the Danes are going, well, what exactly are we allowed to do in defence? Because it seems that as soon as they take a shot and they don't score, you give them a free throw. And we've got another injury. I think Chutura winded on the way through. The discussion going on between Lars Christiansen there and Alem Toskic. There he is, goes in to shoot. Just winded a bit as he landed. Vukovic. Just wanting a quick word with the coach Vukovic. Play resumes then, free throw taken. Vuyin asking for the crowd to rev up a little bit. They respond quickly. Vuyin, Ilic into the line again. Free throw. He's looking and saying, I should have got a penalty. But I think the referee's got it right this time. He hadn't gone on to goal yet. He was running to the side. Koskic still loitering there. He plays his club handball for Celje in Slovenia. A veteran of 3 World Championships. And also played at Euro 2010. 19 minutes remaining in this game. Fascinating encounter it's been as well. Plenty of emotion and passion. Ilic, Vuyin, blocked by the defence, comes back out to Ilic, but we've got a player fouled. Is it Toft who's taken the ball in the face? It is René Toft Hansen. Well, he's having his fair share of blows and knocks. Here it comes, he's at the back there. Yep. Just under the chin, caught him close to the neck. And he'll have felt that because those shots from players at the back there will come in at near enough 100 kilometers an hour. Well, it's not the kind of crowd that sits quietly and applauds actions in Serbia. They're on their feet the whole time, cheering their team on. It's a fantastic atmosphere for Serbia. Difficult to hear the whistle even in all of this. Well, whoever wins this match will go top of Group A after 2 matches played all round. The loser will stay in 3rd place because Poland has such a huge goal difference now, and that's certainly not going to be matched here in this close game. Free throw. Sutura brought down. Into the wing. Oh, superb. Yes, that's beautiful. Nikčević. They've got the lead back again. Hansen off the post, it comes out, picked up by Serbia. Play on, say the referees. Nikčević is there. The defence is back as well. Oh, dispossessed. Unfairly, say the referees, must have touched the hand on the way through. Well, that was Nikčević's 2nd goal. And this could go literally either way. Great shot there. Some of the 8,000 spectators here in the Pioneer Arena. Deflected off a defender, took the sting out of the shot. Hansen passes up to Lars Christiansen. Clever. Broken wrist shot. As he brings his arms through, runs the ball off his fingertips and lobs the goalkeeper. 3rd goal for him. 18 all. Vuyin thinks about it, doesn't take it in the end, and Denmark have now got 3 fast breaks, but Serbia have done well. They had to limit the fast breaks. The Danes absolutely trounced the Slovakians on fast breaks in the end in their opening match. Gave a flattering scoreline in the end after they struggled during a lot of the game. Serbians hit back quickly. And that's gone off to a corner throw. Stretch the lead, but the referee's going to have to step in again here. René Toft Hansen being caught up in a little exchange with Beljanski. Gives a chance for a quick substitution. Ilic will come off. Zarko Sesum goes in. Sesum, who recovered from an elbow injury just in time to be named amongst the 15 that have been named by Serbia so far. They still have the option if they want to add a 16th name later. Hansen has got space. They gave him the shot. Inside the area, say the referees, by Denmark, and it's a throw out for Serbia. And the crowd reacting to every single incident in this game. Well, it's not for the faint-hearted. These players who keep a cool head. Goalkeeper efficiency 40% for Stanic, 32% for Landin. Voyin thinks about it. Chitura. Ilic. Voyin hesitated the first time. Landin just got a hand to it. Looked like he'd gone the wrong way. Back come the Danes. Hansen, he's got time. And again, great save. Ball stolen, but from inside the area. Nikcevic can't believe it. He thought he'd stayed outside and put the ball cleverly back in play. But at least he stole it from under the nose of Lindberg. He would have had a good chance of goal. And Markussen will go back on again. The 23-year-old, relative newcomer to the Danish side, just 13 caps. The number 10 there at the bottom of the picture. 40 goals, though, scored already by this 2 meters and 12 left back. And Lauga has gone into the centre as well. Poinson, and at the moment, Bielbeck is resting Sunagor and Hansen, maybe for the final onslaught. We're halfway through the second half. Into the wing, Hans Lindberg, under the keeper. Second goal for him. And Denmark sneak the lead again. Well, I beg your pardon, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. They level it rather, getting carried away. Looks for the line, not free. Toskic not managing to get away from Toft this time. A quick exchange there between Ilic and Toskic. Need more depth from you, he's saying. Voyin back to Chitura. Chitura tries to drive to the centre. Voyin, Ilic. Maybe a free throw for Serbia with passive play being warned. It's going to need a quick shot now. Ilic or Voyin to line up and take that long-range effort. How long will the referees allow for this next attack? Well, Voyin doesn't let them worry about that by taking a very quick shot, but so far out and not particularly strong by his standards, it's a comfortable pick-up for Landin. And back come the Danes. They've changed the line player. Henrik Toft Hansen now goes in on the line. The younger of the two brothers. Markussen is back into the play as well. Not used in defence. Markussen changes with Kasper Nielsen or Mats Christiansen. Markussen, rather telegraphed then. Stanic makes a comfortable save. Look at this, read it well. Stops between arm and leg. The 33-year-old who plays in Skopje in Macedonia, having a good game here. Had to stop play again to mop the floor. Well, this game absolutely finely balanced, and the crowd doing their bit to try and be the extra player for the Serbian team, who have not beaten Denmark in their last 3 major encounters. Last 2 World Championships and Euro 2010, each time Denmark edged it. Only 1 goal in it in 2009, but since then, Denmark have won by 5 and then by 8. But here today, they certainly are not having it all their own way. Shooting efficiency roughly similar between the two at the moment, 54% to Serbia, 50 to Denmark. That's aided by some strong defending. Some good defensive performances. Ilic has found the back of the net. Crowd chanting his name. Free throw for Denmark. Mikael Hansen loitering around. Serbians defending for all their might here. Hansen, he's in close but couldn't make much about it. Laug either. Hansen has come back in for Markussen. Henrik Toft Hansen goes down. It's a free throw for Denmark. Lars Christiansen saying, stay calm, guys. Oh, off the post and picked up by the Serbians. Prodanovic throws himself at the ball almost. Toskic, in fact, did throw himself. Sailed straight past it. Every ball absolutely crucial here in this game. It's going to come down to very small mistakes or a missed shot in a fast break. Goal here would put some of the pressure back on Denmark if Serbia could find the back of the net. Chutura, Vuyin quickly into Ilic, into the wing, Nikčević. Oh, mistake by Landin. From that angle, he should have covered it comfortably. It goes through his leg, and Nikčević gets his third goal. Denmark take the throw off quickly. But they're now trailing by 2. And Mogensen goes off. Substitution going to be made. And back on comes Søndergaard, the 30-year-old from Skjern. Søndergaard hasn't played in the second half. Hansen, Søndergaard looking for gaps in the defence. Attackers foul, they're saying. And it's got to be sent back to where the incident took place, and Stanic will take the throw calmly. It was that goal though, and the mistake by Landin through the legs. He should have been able to stand his ground there, and after such a great performance in the opening game, he's not done badly in this game. So 10 minutes remaining, and Serbia facing up to a possible historic win here against one of the pre-tournament favourites, Denmark. And it could well see them go through to the main round of the competition if they win here today with maximum points. We work on the basis that Slovakia's chances now of going through are very slim with a -22 goal difference and 0 points. It'll take a mathematical miracle for them. And therefore it looks like Denmark, Serbia and Poland are the teams going through, and Serbia have already put away Poland with a masterful performance in the opening game. If they could pull off a win here, it would be dreamland for the home nation. This group will merge with Group B in the main round. That's Germany, Sweden, Czech Republic and Macedonia. Ball's loose, misunderstanding. Hans Lindberg, Kasper Nielsen comes back again, and the Serbians so quick to get back in defence. They know that every ball is important. Mikael Hansen got to watch his back as Manojlovic, the defence specialist, slots in quickly. Søndergaard back on again. He too not being used in defence at the moment. Mogensen being pushed further back by Chutura in this 5-1 defence. Hansen's through. Right through the hands of the keeper. Sportingly, Hansen apologises for putting it so close to his face. First goal for Hansen in the second half, his 4th goal. There he goes up and right through, right next to the face of the goalkeeper. With 40% success rate only for the Danish marksman. Serbia seeing that earlier mistake that gave possession cheaply back to Denmark, punished by a goal. And it goes to show, they said it earlier, we can't afford to make any mistakes in attack because they'll punish us every time. That may not be a fast break, but still, they paid for it. Toskic comes out. Vuyin, misunderstanding. Ilic tries to inject the pace. Takes a shot himself and scores! Make that 8 goals for him. The throw taken quickly by Denmark. Hansen. Mogensen hasn't had time to change in from defence. Lars Christiansen fouled as he goes in. It's a penalty. Lars Christiansen, the cool head. It was a very closed angle. He should have let him get on with it instead of barging into him. Bit of a mistake there by Prodanovic. Stanic should have been left to take his chances from that angle. Prodanovic, though, tempted to step in. And Christiansen steps up to take the penalty himself. No mistake. Cool hands. Third penalty. Look at it again from this angle here. Well, Stanic lifted his leg early, and Lars Christiansen bounces a shot in underneath. 1 goal in it, 7.5 minutes remaining. Well, Serbia played the match of their lives against Poland on the opening day. They certainly played with similar passion again here. Nice take by Toskic, being pulled away, trying to reach for the ball. And Mogensen has been given a 2-minute suspension. He's saying his arm was held by the line player. Let's have a look if it's right. Well, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I'd have to say that's a harsh call against the Danish back player. But that's the way it goes, and so a chance for Serbia to reopen a 2-goal lead. Is it? Well, it's only been given as a free throw. Change the goalkeeper for Denmark. Meanwhile, Marcus plays for Vivek Kjeltsin. Poland comes in. 5 caps only for Denmark, a relative newcomer. He's having a fantastic season in Poland, and I think just reward for a lot of hard work by him. Into the wing, not enough space to take the shot. Rodanovic might have been tempted though. Giving it away. Denmark on the break. Play on, say the referees. Lindberg, yes. Well, that was a good call by the referees under a lot of pressure, because the Danes are being battered as they tried to move the ball up court. And they let play go on. And short-handed, the Danes have levelled it. Third goal for Lindberg, and the Danish fans are on song again. But still, though, the power play by the Serbian team. 1 minute and 23 seconds with the extra man still. Got a bit untidy at the back, unfortunately, and it has been for a little while. Comfortably saved that time by Prodanovic. And back come Denmark, and this is where they're dangerous. Lindberg. Kasper Nielsen's got to release the ball quickly. Hansen, and he's annoyed, it's too slow. He knew it, he could see that Lars Christiansen was free, but Hansen, or Nielsen rather, held the ball too long. Lauga goes into the centre as Nikcevic is called out into this 5-0-1 defence to individually mark Hansen. Forces Lars Christiansen to come out, and a team timeout called by Ulrik Wilbek to make sure that they've got their tactics sorted out if Hansen's going to be marked out for the rest of the game. They've been switching between 6-0, 5-1 and 5-0-1, the Serbians. And it's real money time business now. Who's going to keep their heads, keep cool, and put their chances away and stay tight in defence, but without being too offensive and giving away penalties. So Wilbek trying to stay calm, he gives his instructions. He's not going to display any kind of tension whatsoever. Just give them exactly what's important only. Don't overload the information. Well, both teams playing flat out here. This is a real tiring game. They're certainly going to be looking forward to a rest day tomorrow ahead of their final matches. Denmark playing Poland, that'll be a tough one, and likely to be a result to take forward into the main round, while Serbia will be up against Slovakia. So Vukovic also keeping his cool here. So the play resumes. We're showing the replay of the Serbian timeout. It's not so much individual defense, it seems, on Hansen now. Nikcevic being free to move around. Lauga, free throw. 15 more seconds before they're back to full strength. Attackers fouled by Denmark and possession goes back to Serbia. Tell you incidentally that over in the other group, Sweden have just beaten the Czech Republic 32-29. Tura. Vuyin, who's gone very quiet all of a sudden after 3 good goals. That's what they need from him. Crowd in raptures again. 4th goal for him. 2 from open play, and once more Serbia have the initiative. Less than 5 minutes remaining in the game. Sunagor into the frame on the far side. Mikael Hansen being left alone now. Back at full strength, and Toft has gone flying. The referee says get up, and Toft saying, well, what do you expect me to do? He's saying, well, I didn't just fall over. And Wielbeck joining in the discussion, albeit from a long way off and in his own little world. René Toft Hansen, 38 caps for Denmark, 69 goals in that time. Plays for AG Copenhagen, who are looking like a real dark horse to take the Champions League title this year. Suddenly come out of the blue, all guns blazing, with Mikael Hansen as their top scorer. So Lauga gets things going again here against a 6-0 defence. Sunagor, it's come off a defender, it'll be a throw in from the corner. We've got to give him 3 metres. The referee says move back. Nikčević is borderline to 3. We've got to now spread quickly because Lauga's got a bit of space and is parried away by Stanic. 4 minutes to go and Serbia urging on the crowd, come on, we need your support now. 1 goal up, and once more Stanic steps up to the plate, knocks it onto the corner post. Stanic, who must have a good call on the Man of the Match award for Serbia, surely. 3.5 minutes remaining. Serbia, they're about to break that run of defeats against Denmark, the silver medalists at the last World Championships. Vuyin won't count, the whistle's gone already, as Mikael Hansen shows the referee what's happened to his shirt as Vuyin all but took it off his back on the way through. Vukovic anxious on the bench, wouldn't like to be in his shoes right now. Ilic, well, if you leave me alone. Vuyin! Oh, the ball was loose, nearly picked up by the Serbians. Referee spotting an infringement, they've given possession back to Serbia. Well, did it come off the foot, I wonder? There's the initial save, yes. Well spotted by the French referees, drops onto the foot of Mikael Hansen. And team timeout called by Vukovic for Serbia, and a cheer goes up around the hall. Well, what drama here in Belgrade. Serbia leading by 1. It's still not done yet though. And they've got to keep their heads now. This is the time when you've got to play it cool. Not get carried away, not take wild shots, and especially defend sensibly. Hard but sensible. Don't give away the penalties. And in attack, you can see how the attacks are long. They just don't want to give away those fast breaks to the Danes because Christiansen will just be away like a rocket on the one hand and Lindberg on the other side. I wonder if Denmark are looking to try and finish off. They've been resting intermittently the back line, whether it'll be Hansen, Mogensen and Sunagor to finish off right at the end. Is that what he's going to do? Put the experienced players back on again. Lauga doing very well, the 20-year-old, but just 17 caps to his name when you look against Mogensen on 73, who's been in those pressure situations. And of course, he was there in the World Championships last year when they took the silver. So play resumes. 2.5 minutes then for Serbia to snatch a famous victory here in Belgrade and potentially go into the main round with maximum points. Into the line! Yes, they've done it! 2 goals and the pressure well and truly. Strutura, the scorer. Free throw. And now the Danes have got to rush things a little bit. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Vukovic tells his players, calm down, stay seated. Don't fire them up. What you don't want is to fire up the players on court any more than they are already into taking a silly action. And Ilic is going to have to use all his wild airs. Manojlovic, the defence specialist, done a great job, quietly working away at the back of the defence. That's Strutura's last goal, and could it be crucial? Right over the shoulder of Marcus Cleverley. Well, of course, defeat for Denmark would not be fatal to their chances of a place in the final at all, in what is a tough group here. But it would certainly lift Serbian spirits, and they would love to make it all the way through to the final 4. Hansen in the centre then. Markussen has been brought into the left back to try and get some quick shots. Mikkel Hansen back again. Mortensen's gone off to the right back position. It's off the post, it's stayed out, but he's got a free throw. And we're inside the last 2 minutes. Hansen looks quickly up at the clock. There's time, but not much of it. The crowd are on their feet. Everyone standing here. Are they going to do it? And the celebrations are going to go on long into the night if Serbia pull this one off. It'll be mission accomplished for them after just 2 games in the main round with 4 points. Cat calls get even louder. Markussen, insultingly grabbed out of the air and held by Stanic, who has no hurry to get the ball out. Not the best of shots, I'm afraid, by Markussen. Comfortably read. It was neither high nor low. An easy height for the goalkeeper. 42% save rate for Stanic. And Denmark are pushing up individually now, man-to-man defence. It's dangerous against the Serbian team who are very mobile. We're getting close to the last minute. Time truly running out, and the crowd are chanting and dancing already. Brodanovic has come around to help at the back. Passive play is being worn. Vujic says, give it to me, but it's intercepted by Hansen, but he stood inside the area to take it, and that could be it now. We're well inside the last minute, and surely Serbia, if they can keep their heads here, will do it. He landed first, did he? Well, took off inside. Well spotted again by the referees. Hansen looks on. Comes out again. Ilic thinks about the shot, takes it now. It's saved by Cleverley. But is there time for Denmark to fight back? The ball stolen. Nikčević steals it, runs to the wing, and that's it. Almost to a person. The hall erupts into cheers. 30 seconds left. 2 goals down. They've done it. Serbia, a famous victory. And they will finish the day top of Group A. Passive play now again. Looks for the line, inside the area. There won't be time though to do anything about it. 10 seconds to go. Into the wing, Lindberg. Saved by Stanic. Hansen gets a loose ball, but we're waiting for the buzzer, and there it goes. And Stanic turns to the crowd like a gladiator. Job done. How about that? We've beaten Denmark 24-22. And Serbia will progress to the main round with maximum points. Well, he's just been told, wait a second, we're going to take a free throw. It's so far out, it'll make no difference to the result. And Wilbeck still having a little bit of a discussion with the table as Vukovic tries to calm things down. And there goes the free throw and confirmation then. Serbia 24, Denmark 22. And for long spells, Denmark looked as if they were going to control the game, but they never managed to pull away. 3-goal lead in the first half and a couple of goals in the second half, but eventually it was the Serbians who pulled away and who just edged it. And Denmark will now have to make sure that in the main round they get the points on the board if they want to get their place in the semi-final. Wilbeck can only smile now, but Serbia can celebrate in the crowd in raptures here, it has to be said. And they've made the perfect start to Euro 2012, the host nation. Stanic still embraced by teammates and by the coach. Lars Christiansen leads his players. Vukovic away. Let's hope that his ankle injury isn't too serious. Landing still in discussion there with Nordin Lazar, one of the referees, but they have to look forwards now, not backwards, the Danes. They've got the talent and they've got the skills to go through to the last four. This is not going to completely take away their chances. It just means they've got to focus from now on. But for Serbia, the match against Slovakia, which they will go out to win, of course, but will be less pressure for them because Slovakia, with a minus 22 goal difference, are so far off the pace that they will struggle now to go through. But a couple of injuries though in the first two matches. Stojkovic and now today Vukovic injured. And Mikkel Hansen has been given man of the match for Denmark. 4 goals, not a particularly high scoring rate, 36%. Receives the award from Miguel Roja. Sportingly shows it sometimes players just walk off with it, they're not interested, but at least does accept. Well now, surely Stanic. Yes it is, Darko Stanic. Well, what a performance he's had in goal. Kept his cool right through the game. Goes up to collect his award. 44% save rate plus those 2 penalties. It was absolutely critical. And they're in 7th heaven, I can tell you, the Serbian team. Passion all round. Early on, Denmark just seemed to be edging it, but the Serbians really kicked in, and in the second half just hung on to the Danes and didn't give them any respite as old Vukovic hobbles off. And they will work frenetically now to get him fit. They don't have to worry too much about Slovakia, but to get him fit at least for the main round. They've got 4 days before the next main round match. Serbia. What a generation of players they have here, going around thanking the crowd. Here this is then 42% success rate on their shooting for Denmark to 51% for Serbia. But they kept the fast breaks right down for Denmark, just 4 of them only. And that was the main goal for Serbia, to keep those down. We look at the top scorers, Dan Ilic top scoring with 8, held in the shadows today by Stanic, while Christiansen and Hansen were the best for Denmark with 4 goals apiece. And the progression in the second half will show very evenly matched spell, with just Denmark finally completely running out of steam at the end of the game there with those last 2 goals by Bujin and Chutura to take victory to the Serbians. And the goals coming fairly well across the board. They're down the middle from the wing. And 4 penalties as well for Serbia. While for the Danes, well, they had 4 fast breaks as well, but they missed 2 penalties and they proved crucial in the end. No success on the left wing, but otherwise fairly well matched. Well, absolute delight then. Host nation Serbia have beaten Denmark 24-22, take maximum points into the next round, and they're top of the group here tonight. Denmark in 3rd place behind Poland. It's been an amazing game. I hope you've enjoyed it. But for now, from me, Paul Bray, here at Belgrade, a very good night to you.